Hello again. You know, growing up in a household with a lot of siblings, there are 11 of us, and by the time the last of us were coming along, the oldest ones were leaving the house, but still there was always 8 or 9 in the house at one time. And as kids, sometimes you get in scuffles and conflicts and stuff, and you respond in overly harsh ways. So, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, it was not unheard of to be having an argument with a sibling where one of us would say to the other, "Go to hell." Well, at that age, you really don't understand what those words mean. You don't understand the gravity involved in it. You just know it's harsh and you're lashing out at someone. You don't understand that it means I am consigning you to eternal torment. I am releasing all obligation to you, all caring about you, all sympathy, empathy. I have no concern for you left. I am writing you off eternally. That's what that means when you tell somebody, "Go to hell." And if you really wanted to put some ketchup and mustard on it a little bit, one of us might say, "I hope you burn in hell." But it's pretty harsh. But, kids can be rather nasty. And that's a pretty bad response, pretty overbearing response for your sister to tell you just because you ripped the head off her Barbie doll, But that happened fairly often in the home where I grew up. But you get older and, by the time we were teenagers, we really didn't say that because the gravity of those words was becoming real to us. And we tempered them. And as Christians, we grow and we learn to temper ourselves. We learn to keep balance. And a lot of this growth comes from what we learn how to do right, how to live from older Christians, such as the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 11 told us, he said, "Imitate me as I imitate Christ." And since it's in Scripture, it is the command to all of us, imitate Paul as he imitates Christ. Look at his life. Look at how he went about things, how he did things. So we need to learn to be appropriate and not be over extreme and not overreact and not get mad and be too harsh with people unnecessarily. So that's a lifelong lesson. It's very difficult. Many times we all lose our temper. But as Paul said in 1 Corinthians 11, imitate me as I imitate Christ. So we have a goal in front of us, and we aspire to do better today than we did yesterday. That's where we're at. Okay? That's what we have to remember. Now, that doesn't entirely mean harsh responses should be thrown out, because after all, in that same book, 1 Corinthians, when Paul ended that book, he ended it with P.S. By the way, anyone who doesn't love Jesus, let him burn in hell.